Good morning, everyone! Well, morning for me, I should say. It's Mandy. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Populate. Today we got our Dunkin' Donuts, and we are ready to get this started. I did want to mention, I did film this episode, and I filmed another one. And those are going to be the last two before the new pack comes out, which is actually really crazy to me. I do already have that family planned out. I have that story already written, so stay tuned for that, because that should be interesting, because it's actually inspired by some real-life people that I do know of. But that is not why we are here today. Today we are here because we are creating the Stone family. These Sims are just strictly base game and Parenthood pack. And for whatever reason, I was really indecisive with a lot of things for this Sim, between facial features, glasses, all that stuff, and I don't really know why. Even when it came down to the thumbnail, I was struggling with trying to find a pose for them. I don't know what was going on there, but we figured it out, we did it, we're here today. So this is Peter Stone. And I will say, when I was creating him, for whatever reason, this name sounded very familiar to me. I'm not sure if I know somebody with this name or somebody that has a name that kind of sounds similar. Maybe it's a character somewhere or a public figure, whatever. But we still went ahead, we used the name, we stuck with it, moving on. Like I said, we did Parenthood and base game, but for whatever reason, when I upload them to the gallery, it pops up and says Get to Work is in there. So I did a thorough sweep. I did try to find out where it is, and I even tried the little show items I used, and I can't find them. So I'm not really sure where that came from, but as far as I know, there is no Get to Work in here. It's just strictly base game and Parenthood. So, Peter is a single father. And I did build him and his daughter, Brittany, a house over in Crest, so hopefully you'll see that in the next couple weeks. It's actually a really decent copy of a house that's down the street from me that I'm actually really proud of, so that will be up at some point. But we're getting off track here, so back to the point of this video. So, Peter dated this girl in his mid-20s, almost a year before she got pregnant with Brittany. After a lot of back and forth of what to do, they did decide that they're going to keep the baby, and that the next step, once the baby was here, was that they're going to get married. However, his girlfriend at the time seemed a lot more into the idea than he did, so that's why he wanted to take his time proposing and just taking that next step. As you can see, Peter is a hot-headed Sim, so during the pregnancy, it was really hard on his girlfriend. With all the stress of the life changes coming up and all the changes her body was going through, she wasn't trying to take on dealing with his adult tantrums on top of that. So she kicked him out of the house, and for a couple weeks, he ended up sleeping on his best friend's couch. He was there for the birth of his daughter, and once they both saw her, they were able to work things out, and his girlfriend would actually credit Brittany for bringing them back together. Things were hard for the next year and a half, and then his girlfriend did decide this wasn't the life that she wanted. She doesn't think that she was ever meant to be a mother. So one day, while he was at work, she did pack up all her things, and she left Brittany and Peter behind. Oh, real quick side note, just because we're at that part of the video, I did change her eye color just because I wanted to have it look like she did have another set of genes in there, and that she wasn't an exact clone of her father. Anyway, back to the story. So because things didn't really work out with Peter and Brittany's mother, he always felt this kind of a sense of guilt. So he ended up spoiling her, never told her no, which made her become a little bit entitled, and she was known as the mean girl on the playground. But I personally am kind of interested to see how she's going to turn out as a teenager, because I think she's going to be one of those girls that's taken other people's boyfriends. But we'll have to see. And that is because we have reached the end of the video. So let me know what you guys think, because I kind of enjoyed going a little bit deeper into the backstories. So I think I'm going to do that from now on. So feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to get going, and like they make me say at my big girl job, I do appreciate every single one of you. Except, as always, in this case, I do mean it. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.